He was the boy king who became immortal, Tutankhamun, a symbol of rebirth and eternal Egypt. And the man who revealed his story to the world is none other than Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass, guardian of our ancient legacy. From the sands of the Valley of the Kings to the halls of the Grand Egyptian Museum, his discoveries, writings and lectures connected science with history, blending archaeology, DNA studies and human symbolism to bring Tutankhamun's world to life. His vision reminds us that Egypt's past is not buried, it still breathes among us. On behalf of myself, Professor Dr. Salah Lotfy, from the Egyptian Atomic Energy Authority, and for Science Salah Lotfy channel, we extend our deepest gratitude to Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass for his lifelong dedication to Egypt's heritage. Share your thoughts below, and join us as we explore the legacy of Tutankhamun.
Welcome to For Science Salah Lotfy channel, where science meets curiosity. في هذه القناة لا نكتفي بعرض الأبحاث العلمية، بل نترجمها إلى المعرفة التي تصل إليك أينما كنت. Our mission is to make global scientific research understandable, accessible, and multilingual. جميع الفيديوهات العلمية هنا مترجمة إلى اللغة العربية، بالإضافة إلى لغات عالمية أخرى. French, Spanish, German, Urdu, and more. Because science speaks every language. نعم، العلم يتحدث بكل اللغات، ونحن نحرص أن يصلك بلغتك. If you're passionate about science, you're in the right place. اشترك الآن وابدأ رحلتك مع العلم خطوة بخطوة. For Science Salah Lotfy channel, العلم للجميع.
More than 3,000 years ago, a young boy ascended Egypt's throne. He was only 9 years old, yet his name would echo through time. Tutankhamun, the boy king. For centuries, his story was lost beneath the sands of the Valley of the Kings, until 1922, when Howard Carter uncovered a secret that would change archaeology forever. Tutankhamun was born around 1341 BC, during one of Egypt's most turbulent periods, the religious revolution of his father, Akhenaten. After Akhenaten's death, the young Tutankhamun restored Egypt's ancient traditions. He reopened the temples of Amun, returned the capital to Thebes, and sought to heal a divided kingdom. Though he reigned for less than a decade, his policies marked the rebirth of traditional Egypt after years of upheaval. At just 19 years old, Tutankhamun's life ended mysteriously. Was it illness, an accident, or something more sinister? His burial was modest compared to the great pharaohs before him, yet it remained untouched for more than 3,000 years. When Carter entered the tomb, his words became immortal. Yes, wonderful things. The golden mask of Tutankhamun became an icon of Egypt's eternal splendor. Today, Tutankhamun's story continues to inspire scientists, historians, and artists alike. Through advanced technologies, from CT scans to DNA analysis, modern Egyptologists, led by Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass, have uncovered new details about the boy king's health, family, and legacy. Tutankhamun is no longer just a symbol of ancient Egypt. He is a bridge between archaeology and modern science. We'll explore how Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass redefined the legacy of Tutankhamun, connecting the past to Egypt's living history, only on For Science Salah Lotfy channel. He is one of the most remarkable figures in the world of archaeology, a man whose name has become synonymous with the mysteries of ancient Egypt. This is Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass, the man who dedicated his life to unveiling the secrets of the pharaohs and protecting Egypt's eternal heritage. Born in the Nile Delta in 1947, Dr. Zahi Hawass graduated from the Faculty of Arts Department of Archaeology, Alexandria University in 1967. He later earned his PhD in Egyptology from the University of Pennsylvania, USA, in 1987, specializing in the lives of pyramid builders. Throughout his long career, he served in the Supreme Council of Antiquities, rising from field archaeologist to director of Giza and Saqqara Antiquities, and eventually to Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities, the highest archaeological authority in Egypt. His leadership extended further when he was appointed Minister of State for Antiquities, where he led national projects to preserve and repatriate Egyptian artifacts from museums across the world. Dr. Hawass combined archaeology with science, introducing advanced technologies such as CT scans and DNA analysis to study royal mummies, He was among the first to apply scientific methods to uncover the secrets of Tutankhamun, the royal mummies, and the workers of the pyramids. Beyond the field, he became one of Egypt's most influential cultural ambassadors, delivering lectures across continents, writing dozens of books and articles, and appearing in global documentaries that connected millions with Egypt's ancient soul. Today, Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass stands not only as a scientist, but as a symbol of Egypt's identity and pride, a voice that has defended our heritage in every international arena. On behalf of Professor Dr. Salah Lotfy, from the Egyptian Atomic Energy Authority and for Science Salah Lotfy channel, we express our deepest respect and gratitude to Dr. Zahi Hawass.
Few names in history carry the same fascination as Tutankhamun, the boy king whose golden mask became the face of ancient Egypt. But behind the glittering treasures lies a deeper story, one that connects archaeology, science, and national pride. For decades, Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass has sought to uncover not just who Tutankhamun was, but what his legacy means to modern Egypt. Today, that legacy finds its home, not in the sands of Luxor, but in the magnificent halls of the Grand Egyptian Museum. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter opened a sealed tomb that had slept untouched for over 3 millennia. Inside lay over 5,000 objects, weapons, chariots, jewelry, statues, and of course, the golden mask. It was the only royal tomb ever discovered almost intact. This discovery didn't just reveal a forgotten king, it transformed Egyptology into a modern science and brought Egypt's ancient civilization back to life before the world's eyes. Dr. Hawass often reminds us that Tutankhamun's discovery was the moment Egypt spoke again to the world through her golden child. For decades after Carter's discovery, Tutankhamun's story was told mostly through Western eyes. Dr. Zahi Hawass changed that. Through his research, excavations, and his writings in the Legacy of Tutankhamun series, he reclaimed the Egyptian narrative. He wrote, "Tutankhamun belongs not to the world of myth, but to the world of Egypt, to the people who preserved his history and continue to guard it." Under his leadership, Egyptian archaeologists took the lead in studying, restoring, and interpreting their own heritage. This marked a new era, when Egypt's past became an Egyptian voice in global science. Every artifact from Tutankhamun's tomb tells a story of craftsmanship, devotion, and divine symbolism. For decades, these treasures were scattered between museums and storerooms. Dr. Hawass envisioned something greater, to bring them all together, in one place, under one roof, where Egyptians and the world could meet the boy king face to face. That vision became the Grand Egyptian Museum, GEM, the largest archaeological museum ever built. Located near the Giza pyramids, it stands as a bridge between the ancient and the modern. The Grand Egyptian Museum is not just a building, it is Egypt's new cultural heart. Inside, more than 5,000 artifacts from Tutankhamun's tomb will be displayed together for the first time since Carter's discovery. Each item has been carefully conserved and studied using modern technologies, a process personally supervised by Dr. Hawass and a new generation of Egyptian archaeologists. Visitors will walk through galleries designed to follow Tutankhamun's life, from his childhood palace to his reign, his death, and his eternal afterlife. The museum's architecture itself mirrors this journey, ascending from darkness into light, symbolizing resurrection. Tutankhamun's story didn't end with archaeology. It continues through science. CT scans, DNA analyses, and 3D reconstructions led by Dr. Hawass and his team revealed his lineage, his health conditions, and even his facial features. The young pharaoh suffered from a fractured leg and congenital illnesses, but his story was not one of weakness. It was one of survival and continuity. These discoveries transformed our understanding of royal life in ancient Egypt, merging archaeology with modern medicine and genetics. Dr. Hawass calls it the meeting point between history and humanity. Today, Tutankhamun stands not only as a symbol of ancient glory, but as an icon of Egypt's scientific and cultural renaissance. His legacy unites the efforts of historians, conservators, engineers, and artists, all contributing to a living dialogue between the past and the present. As Dr. Hawass wrote, Tutankhamun teaches us that Egypt's history is not buried. It breathes through every discovery, every statue, and every heart that seeks to understand it. From a hidden tomb in the Valley of the Kings to a shining landmark beside the pyramids, Tutankhamun's journey mirrors Egypt's own, from mystery to enlightenment. We will dive deeper into how modern science, under Dr. Hawass's direction, uncovered the secrets behind the boy king's life and death. Only on For Science Salah Lotfy channel, where the past and the future meet through knowledge. What if science could speak across 3,000 years? Today we don't just look at gold and inscription, we peer inside the bones of ancient kings, without opening their wrappings. In this episode, we explore how CT scans and DNA analysis, led by Egyptologist Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass, have transformed our understanding of Tutankhamun. Welcome to For Science Salah Lotfy channel. The scientific legacy of Tutankhamun begins here. From careful handling to high-resolution imaging, modern tools reveal hidden truths. After decades focused on artifacts, a new era arrived. Dr. Zahi Hawass describes how imaging and labs reshaped what we thought we knew. Egypt received a state-of-the-art CT scanner and built DNA labs in Cairo University and the Egyptian Museum. For the first time, Egyptian scientists could examine royal mummies at home. No need to ship irreplaceable samples abroad. From artifact-driven to data-driven, where measurable evidence meets history. Standardized protocols, digital archives, reproducible results. A new scientific infrastructure under Egyptian oversight. Hawass and teams reframed long-standing debates with hard data. Evidence replaces speculation. Science meets heritage in the heart of Egypt. In 2005, Tutankhamun's mummy underwent a full CT scan. Over 1,700 images captured his remains in unprecedented detail. An Egyptian-led team coordinated acquisition and analysis. Bone density, fractures, and anatomical landmarks come into view. The question: evidence of head trauma? Major finding: no direct blow to the head. A long-held murder theory weakened. The scan revealed a significant leg fracture. Age at death: about 19. Possible skeletal abnormalities were assessed objectively. Beyond inscriptions and art, anatomy tells its own story. Fractures, stress markers, and healing patterns suggest lived experience. Researchers evaluated limb shape and alignment. Quantitative data replaces conjecture. The leg fracture factors into new cause of death discussions. But science also preserves dignity. High-resolution CT preserves every contour for future study. Digital archives allow reanalysis as methods improve. Conclusion: head trauma unlikely, leg injury significant, age confirmed. CT changed the questions we ask and how we answer them. Alongside CT, Hawass led DNA studies of Tutankhamun and royal relatives. 2 laboratories in Cairo enabled controlled ancient DNA work. Strict protocols minimize contamination. Targeted regions amplify fragmentary genomes. Genetic fingerprints begin to appear. Comparisons test relatedness among mummies. Key mummies enter the analysis. Findings were published for scrutiny. DNA matches link the KV-55 mummy to Amenhotep III. Evidence supports a paternal line connection with Tutankhamun. The younger lady is indicated as his mother. Genetics suggest his mother was a daughter of Amenhotep III and Queen Taye. This implies close sibling marriage within the royal family. Other mummies like KV-21 and KV-35 likely belong to his immediate family. Statistical models quantify these relationships. CT and DNA together inform ancestry and pathology. Questions of inherited conditions gain context. Centuries of debate narrowed by genetic evidence. Not all agree on every identification. Contamination remains a risk to manage. Incomplete records and damaged mummies limit certainty. Hawass stresses Egyptian oversight and stewardship. Science can clarify, but not everything. Cause of death remains partly mysterious. Ongoing work refines the picture. How do findings reach the public? Not just treasures, now 3D reconstructions share context. Visitors explore scans layer by layer. Family relationships appear as clear visuals. Exhibits connect health, age, and burial choices. Narratives now anchored in measurable data. Augmented reality brings the research alive. The museum becomes a living lab of knowledge. We look at the mask and understand the person behind it. Egypt's museum infrastructure carries this mission forward. Discovery becomes shared experience. Science enriches heritage for everyone. Thanks to modern science, CT scanning and DNA analysis, we now see Tutankhamun in 3 dimensions, not only as golden treasure, but as living history. We've seen how a fracture in his leg, how family relationships once obscured by time are now illuminated by technology. We'll look into unresolved mysteries still debated by Dr. Zahi Hawass and Egyptologists. What caused his death? Was there disease? And are there still mummies waiting to reveal more? Stay curious. Subscribe and join us on For Science Salah Lotfy channel. Tutankhamun, unveiled by science. Some names are like whispers in the wind. They are heard once and then vanish forever into the vast desert of time. Other names are like the Great Pyramids. They stand against the horizon, solid and unchanging, refusing to be forgotten by the world. The name Tutankhamun belongs to this second group. He was a boy who became a king. He ruled the ancient land of Egypt for a very short time. His life ended when he was still a young man. For thousands of years his story was buried beneath the sand. Yet today his name is known in every corner of the globe. His golden mask is one of the most famous images ever created. Tutankhamun is more than a historical figure. He has become a powerful symbol of rebirth and the incredible power of memory. The story of Tutankhamun teaches us something profound about what it means to be remembered. It shows that a life does not need to be long to have a lasting impact. Sometimes, the meaning of a life is not fully understood until long after it has passed. The boy king did not lead great armies into glorious battles. He did not commission towering monuments that scraped the sky. His true legacy was not forged in stone or conquest, but in the quiet restoration of his people's spirit. His journey from a forgotten pharaoh to a global icon is a story about discovery, identity, and the deep human need to connect with those who came before us. During his reign, Tutankhamun reversed his father's radical religious changes, restoring the old gods, reopening temples, and promoting traditional symbols of Egyptian identity. His acts were not just political or religious, they became symbolic gestures of return, continuity, and cultural memory. He oversaw the restoration of Egypt's traditional religious order. For Dr. Hawass, Tutankhamun is the embodiment of Egypt's own rebirth after upheaval. His name itself means living image of Amun, reinforcing the connection between king and God. He was the king who put the world back in order. He ensured that Ma'at, truth, balance, cosmic harmony, was once again supreme in the land. This role as a restorer is central to his modern significance. His rediscovery in the 20th century mirrored that ancient role, a reminder of a magnificent sovereign past. Because his reign was so brief and he died so young, his successors sought to erase the entire period, including Tutankhamun himself. His tomb, small and tucked away, was buried under debris from a larger tomb above. This accident of history became his salvation. While the grand tombs were plundered, the boy king lay hidden and undisturbed. He slept in silence, waiting for his moment to be reborn. On a November day in 1922, Howard Carter found the top step of a hidden staircase. That discovery broke the silence of 33 centuries. It brought Tutankhamun back from the darkness, not just as a king, but as a perfect time capsule of his era. It is a story that connects directly to the soul of Egypt itself. To understand Tutankhamun, one must understand the ancient Egyptian view of death. It was not an ending to be feared, but a transition to be prepared for. The tomb was not a grave, it was an estate for eternity, a machine for resurrection, a portal through which the deceased would journey into the afterlife. Every single object placed within Tutankhamun's tomb was chosen with this purpose in mind. They were magical and practical tools needed to navigate the underworld. Golden chariots, elegant chairs, beds and chests of fine linen, containers of food and wine to sustain his spirit or ka, games like the beautiful Senate board to provide entertainment for eternity, weapons, bows, arrows, and daggers to protect him from dangers on his journey. 3 golden coffins, layered protections transforming him into an Osiris ready to be resurrected. The canopic shrine, guarded by 4 golden goddesses, held organs essential for rebirth. The small personal items, a lock of his grandmother's hair, his childhood toys, floral collars, speak to us across the millennia. They tell a story not just of a pharaoh, but of a young man who was loved and mourned. We are bearing witness to an ancient act of love and remembrance. They are the tools that were meant to give him eternal life. And in a way, they succeeded. They have made his memory eternal in our world. The calm, serene expression seems to transcend time. The eyes appear to gaze into eternity. It is a masterpiece of art, a vessel of magic, a profound testament to the enduring human spirit. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb came at a pivotal moment for Egypt. The country was striving to achieve full independence from British colonial rule. The Egyptian government declared that the treasures of Tutankhamun would not leave the country. They belonged to Egypt and the Egyptian people. Tutankhamun became a potent symbol of modern Egyptian identity and sovereignty. His treasures were proof of ancestral genius and a source of national pride. They tell the story of Egypt itself and inspire people to visit our country. He embodies the idea of rebirth, a theme that resonates deeply within the Egyptian spirit. From tomb to museum, a new journey began, documented, preserved, and kept in its country of origin. Selections of his treasures traveled the world. Millions lined up for hours. They sparked a worldwide fascination with ancient Egypt, a legacy extending beyond archaeology, preservation funding, inspiration, and cultural bridges. Now a new chapter with the Grand Egyptian Museum. For the first time, all 5,000 plus objects displayed together. Walking through the galleries is a modern pilgrimage. People are participating in the act of remembrance. The museum keeps the king's memory alive through curation, scholarship, and public display. Tutankhamun's legacy is human before it is historical. He reminds us that memory outlasts bones, that symbols speak where words fail. Weave together the human symbol and the science. How the CT scans, the DNA, and the museum presentation combine in the legacy of a boy king turned eternal icon. Subscribe to For Science Salah Lotfy channel, where we keep whispering with the past and listen with the future. Greetings to all viewers and followers of For Science Salah Lotfy channel. I am Professor Dr. Salah Lotfy from the Egyptian Atomic Energy Authority. Today I speak not only as a scientist, but as an admirer of one of the greatest figures who devoted his life to uncovering the treasures of our civilization, Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass. For decades, Dr. Zahi Hawass has been a guardian of Egyptian heritage, a man whose passion for archaeology brought the magic of ancient Egypt to millions around the world. Through his leadership at the Supreme Council of Antiquities, his directorship of the Giza Pyramids, and his role in countless archaeological missions, he protected, restored, and reintroduced Egypt's monuments to global audiences. His writings and lectures have not only enriched the academic community, but have also inspired generations to love and understand the spirit of ancient Egypt. From the sands of Saqqara to the tomb of Tutankhamun, his voice has echoed with one message: that Egypt's history is alive, eternal, and belongs to all humanity. On behalf of myself, Professor Dr. Salah Lotfy, and on behalf of For Science Salah Lotfy channel, I extend our deepest gratitude to Professor Dr. Zahi Hawass for his lifelong dedication to preserving the essence of Egyptian civilization. His work stands as a bridge between science, history, and identity, reminding the world that Egypt remains the heart of human heritage. Thank you, Dr. Hawass, for all you have done and continue to do for Egypt and for the world. To all our wonderful followers, thank you for being part of this journey of knowledge and pride. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What does Dr. Zahi Hawass's legacy mean to you? Your interaction keeps our mission alive, to celebrate science, culture, and the timeless story of Egypt. This is For Science Salah Lotfy channel, where we connect the brilliance of science with the heritage of civilization.